everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to you. As you can see, guys, not normal setting, quite messy, but I'm getting arty. No poetic words this week. I wanted to create everybody their individual oracle card, and then I will be using the card within the reading to pick out spiritual messages. I'm going to be doing the one for Leo in a moment, Leo. So just to give you an idea, I have done this before a couple of years ago. This is Taurus's card that I've created, okay? Then we've got Aquarius, and can you see the colouring's totally different? Everybody's is individual. And then this one is Aries, okay? So that's Aries' card. Let me just pick this up. So this is Aries' card, okay? So they're all individual. That's what I like about it. So I'll just put Taurus's back. Leo, okay, your card has just had the iron fall on it, but I'm going to leave it as it is because I'm going to put a base colour on anyway. I'm going to create your card now, Leo. I'm just going to clean this iron off before we start. And guys, what I did last time was, it's only for those based in the UK. If you want this card sending to you, it's first come first serve basically. Whoever puts it in the description box first, I will post it out to you. That's not a problem. So I'm going to go with basis of red for you to start with, Leo. So I'm just going to build this up and see what comes out for you. So that's the first colour on, guys. And let's have a look what comes out for the lovely Leos. I'm going to put some orange on. As well. Okay, so I've got orange. I feel like that programme, going back to late 70s, 80s, Take Heart, Tony Hart. That was a brilliant programme, that was. I'm showing my age now, guys. So blue, we need some blue. Blue for you. Just going to dab it round where I think. Okay. So let me just clean that off for you, Leo. And just a little bit of this magic green. Brilliant green, that is. Wow. That is a beautiful card. I do feel like I just want to put an accent of white. So I'm just going to put a little bit of white on. That's what I love about these cards. You just play about with them till you feel you're happy. So let me just incorporate a little bit of white. Yes. Brilliant. I am happy with that, Leo. So I will be looking at this card at all different angles. They dry ever so quick. But that is your card, and it will be coming back into your reading shortly. So stay tuned, my lovelies. Hi guys, so we're back and I'm going to continue the reading for the lovely Leos. So Leo, this card will come back in at the end where I'll be picking out spiritual messages. And don't forget, it's first come first served. I've only got one of these obviously, and if you're in the UK then you can just drop the comment in the description box below saying you'd like the card. Whoever puts it in first, I will send it on to you by all means. So my creativity was sort of sparked this week. Last week I promoted the Tipsy Tea Leaf Oracles channel, a lovely lady called Septina Samantha Smith, and I was watching one of her videos this week, and she'd done a painting of a Medusa, and that sort of kick-started my thoughts of doing the cards, the oracle cards, and also bringing in one of my efforts that I did about 18 months ago, and I just thought I'd use it as a backdrop, and she sort of inspired me to get my paintbrush out again, to be fair, so thank you for that, Septina. But guys, I'm going to drop her link in the description box again. She wants to thank all those who came over last week and gave some support and subscribed, and I'm just putting a further push out. If you could have a look and support her channel. She's a single mom with a 12-year-old and not the best of health, you know, she suffers with health issues, and I just want to support her. You know, that's what we're here to do in the world, help each other. So please check out in the description box below. So Leo, I'm going to start shuffling the cards for you and see what comes out in the messages this week. What have we got for the lovely Leos? What do they need to hear? What do they need to see? Please bring out the message on the table for me. Leo, Leo, Leo. Thank you. What have we got for Leo? Oh, I want that one because it didn't want to go back in. It was like pushing itself against my hand. One more then, please, Spirit. Thank you very much. So, Leo, what have we got for you this week? We have 9 of Pentacles, Strength, the Star, and the Emperor, the male Emperor. So the 9 of Pentacles comes out in the first position for you. And this is sort of being proud of yourself for an achievement this week, or be proud of someone who's achieved some accolade for their hard work or efforts, okay? We have a bird in this card, and I always look at the bird as a sign of communication. So some of you could be waiting on some communication, important communication this week regarding financial situations as well, being as we have the 9 of Pentacles. I feel you're being resourceful at the moment, okay? Food for thought. I always look at the fruit bowl on top of this person's head, a bit like the old Karma Miranda, an actress come dancer from years ago, who always used to wear this sort of a exotic fruit basket on top of her head, okay? But in a metaphorical sense, it means it's food for thought. So you could be thinking or contemplating about spending some money this week, and is it the right thing to do? Do you want to be tempted because of the red apple in this card? And I do feel the majority of the Leos are spending or wish to spend money pleasurably this week for a change, and having the money to do so, okay? So you could be putting a deposit down on a holiday for the next couple of months coming in, and it is the vibe I've got of being proud because of the Strength card here. You've had the strength over the last few months to juggle your money wisely, okay? Hasn't been easy for some of you, but your energy comes in, Leo, as a more vibrant, positive outlook. You're up for a challenge as well. Having the Strength card, you're up for a challenge. And you're also future thinking here with the Star card of how you wish to be building on something at the moment, a strong foundation, a firmer foundation. This could be in romantic issues, this could be in family, this could be in work. But this is the energy I'm feeling around the Leos this week. It's building a firmer foundation, stronger foundations, and a positive mind sense for a future outlook here. You are wishing for something to come in. I'm just going to get clarified for these cards and open it up a little bit more. So we've got 9 of Pentacles, Strength, the Star, and the Emperor. So we have bloom coming out with the 9 of Pentacles. And this is what I said. There's this proud energy around you, flourishing energy, feeling confident at the moment with yourself, being strong and facing your fears as well, Leo, this week. For a small minority of you, there's a new romantic connection here as well. But it's not their financial situation that has attracted you to them, because I feel this person is quite, has got a really good job, a really well paid job. Okay, but that's not what attracts you to them. And they sort of smile at you, because you've got this stubborn streak in you of you're not going to be just, you know, taken in by their charm. And they smile at this because you sort of made yourself, you know, known to the fact that I like you because I like you. I don't just like you because you drive a flash car or you've got a really well paid job. And they admire you for that. Okay, that's not going to resonate with everybody, but there is some admiration here going on towards you by somebody. This could be, actually, if it isn't romantic, it could be somebody in your work ethic who is sort of recognising your true worth, okay, and supporting you in that. So out with the Strength card then, we've got the Day and Night. Okay. And I feel this is a lesson to yourself, Leo, of no more worrying, no more sleepless nights for you, because you've gone into this stronger, fearless energy. This is your old self, and we've got a new moon coming in here, and this is why it's a new phase coming through. And it's like you're saying, I'm sick of the darkness, I'm sick of everything being doom and gloom in my outlook. I'm changing my perspective, and I'm going to be fearless like the lion and face things as they come, you know, don't meet my problems halfway, just live in the now and deal with everything on a day to day. Because I feel you will worry warts, really. Oh, what's going to happen next week? What happens going to, you know, in a month's time? Forget that, Leo. And this is what you've learned. Okay? And we've got the moon dance coming out with the star. And this is where you go out on a wire for yourself. This is where you get brave. Okay? So there's progression here within yourself. And there's also improvement in health. She wears a green dress. I work with colour. And tiny steps, but forward in the right direction. And I want to say, don't let anybody block you either. You could have somebody say something who try and put you off or steer you off a path this week. Okay, they're trying to pull on your emotions, because I've got the moon, they're attaching here onto the moon, and it's like these 3 little birds here are sort of 3 elements around you, okay, who are trying to stop you from maybe doing something this week, trying to change your mind. But you know that you're sure-footed here and nothing is going to stop you. You are going to walk that line. You are going to continue with whatever it is that you've got on your mind this week to fulfill. Okay? The star comes in on this occasion of it's as though no longer I'm just going to sit there and wish for things, because yeah, it's, you know, we do wish things and we do manifest things, but sometimes we have to physically get up and make things happen. And this is what you are doing this week, Leo. We've got Stranded coming out with the Emperor. Okay? And this is where you get off your backside and starting to help yourself. Thinking logically about a situation as well this week. It's basically, there's a big shift around you, Leo, this week. A big change in how you think. A big change in how you are going to go forward with approach around people. Okay? And taking control. You are taking control. And you will only sort of continue under your own steam, not influenced by others. So that's really interesting, Leo. So let's have a look what your inner psyche is thinking this week. What is your inner psyche thinking for the wonderful Leos? Sorry if you can hear my washing machine on. It's just kicked in. I thought it might not until I finish, but let's have a look then. Leo, Leo. Completion, look. This is your inner spirit saying to you, you have been rock bottom. You have been on a struggle. You have been to these dead ends, okay? But because it's a completion and it's a 10, the path is leading away from it, okay? It's up to you, basically. You can either turn yourself around and think, okay, let's continue on, you know, of the lesson learned here. Or you can get to the dead end and just sit there in the day and night energy and think, well, you know, what do I do now? What do I do now? Okay? But it's saying, your spirit is saying to you, turn things around. 10 is a completion, as I said. And it's like turning, there's something this week where you may have a turn of events. Okay, something might not come out as you planned, but it will come out for the better. So let's open this meeting up a little bit more and get some more clarity on this. Very cryptic, Leo. So what have we got for Leo from the universe this week, please? Thank you. And we've got this card here. The universe is saying to you, they're picking up on your energy. This is how you've been sitting, waiting for things to happen, waiting for the phone to ring, waiting for someone to send a communication to you. And because you're just sitting there, these windows of opportunity that are opening behind her in this card, it's in the day and night. It's just letting things go by. Another day comes, another night passes. And this is how the universe is saying, you can't afford just to be sitting there waiting and waiting. You've got to take action yourself. Okay? And I also want to say with this card, for a small minority of you, you're giving somebody a time limit. As in, if I don't hear from them in a certain time, then forget it. It's like you're giving somebody a time limit to reply to you. Okay, so let's have a look at your animal spirit cards for this week. What's coming out in those? And we have the owl, the alchemical sign of air, and another air sign, the hummingbird. And this is you, the owl, being wise and knowledgeable. And the hummingbird is this information, this time limit, what you're waiting to come in. Okay, both air, you see, and air is communication. So, as I said, the universe is saying to you, some of you have got a time limit. And you're being wise to yourself of, I'm not budging, okay? They've got to come into me. They've got to show their worth to me. Otherwise, I'm not going to engage on this situation. And the hummingbird comes in as a fast-paced energy as well. And I feel like they're going to come in at the very last minute because there's red on the underneath this hummingbird here. And it's like, you've given this person enough warnings, Leo, to get their act together. And it's like they just come in with like the second left under your time frame. Okay. So I do feel they will step up to the plate, whatever for this small minority are expecting of, but with like very little to spare. So let's have a look at your guides, angels and spirit messages this week. What else have we got going on for Leo? And we have Christos, this beautiful card here. I always look at the eyes on this card, guys, and it sort of emphasises that you need to be seeing something clearly, and that's why Spirit have brought this card out for you. And it says, you are eternally loved and held within the palm of creation. Feel my presence beside you, my dear friend, for I am always with you and you are always in my heart. Okay, so they're bringing love in. It's like a pinky maroony colour coming in for you. I'm taking this as love that is being portrayed. And it could be a connection for a twin flame or a soulmate, where you may have been separated from them for a while. Okay, and that's why they're always saying you are always in my heart. So I feel these two characters here could be a soulmate or twin flame connection referencing. And with this card coming here, okay, feel my presence beside you, my dear friend, for I am always with you. You are always in my heart. So there's a connection, a bond here for some others of you, Leo, okay? And I feel like this could be a realisation for some of you, not realising how much you've missed this person, how much they actually mean to you. It could be a wake-up call then, an actual wake-up call for some of my Leos, a small minority, who've been in the company of somebody and then you've separated for a short period of time, and in that short separation, and I feel like it's a friend's a basis to start with, but then you've realised you've missed each other that much, and having the knowledge, okay, and then it's bringing back these two energies. That's not going to resonate with everybody, but I do feel for some of you out there this week. Okay, I'm just going to get another clarifier for you before we go into the reading of the art card. Just one more clarifier for Leo, please. I just feel you've got your power back. I feel you went through a weak stage. I feel like you let people walk over you. And it's like you've took your power. You're building your empire. You're taking control. No longer being fearful, facing your fears, not going to be stopping up all night worrying, because that solves nothing. And you're giving this time frame to somebody, okay? Stepping up to the plate, and if they don't, it's goodbye. Okay, brutal but truthful. So we've got House of Flowers, and there's two people in this card in the House of Flowers, and this comes in on another energy link of there's an organisation you work for, or there's a family member whose house you like to visit, or a friend's house you like to visit, where you feel comfortable and at ease and you can be yourself. And it's like to say that is a good place for you. Wherever you feel that energy within you coming to life, okay, is where you need to channel your energy and where you need to be. So let's bring in this art card, what we created for you, and let's have a look what spiritual messages we have for my lovely Leos. I did pick up a strange one for you, okay? I had a lot of animals in this card by memory. There's a goat here. I don't know if you can pick him up on camera. Can you see him here? That's his little mouth, his eye, his little horn. So somebody's either going to be buying a micro goat, or they've got a micro goat, or you're visiting a place where there is goats this week. You could be on an outing with your family, okay? But this goat, there's a goat going to be showing an appearance around Leo this week, okay? So they came out to start with. Let's have a look what else we had. There's another. Yeah, there was a rabbit in this card as well. Here he is here. That's his eye closed. That's his little nose there. And that's his body and his legs here. So it's either somebody's going to be purchasing a rabbit this week, or you may have recently lost a rabbit in the last 2 weeks. Okay, so it's coming through on a spiritual link for some of you. Okay, so that's the animals out the way at the moment. What else did I pick up for you, Leo? Right, I remember there was a male in this card. I just need to find him. Let's find him. Here he is. Dark haired, very dark haired, and he had sort of a facial beard as well. Okay, it's this image here, guys. See if I can bring it in a little bit closer. I picked this up as an Irish young person under 30 years of age. Okay, and I had the initial of N next to him, an N for November. Okay, and he was quite religious because there's a church in the background, or where he lived there would have been a church in a small little village. I felt like he was from Ireland. Okay, I felt Southern Ireland with him more so than Northern, and quite religiously linked. But I felt with him he'd taken an overdose. It was a cry for help. He'd suffered depression for a while. I felt he'd split up with a partner and he couldn't get over the split. And it was a cry for help that went very wrong. Okay? And it comes through in this card for a message for somebody. Okay, so it's not going to resonate for everybody, but I have to bring in what I see, okay? And there's something about, this is like something to do with fashion, as in somebody's going to be either signing up for a course to deal with being working within fashion, a course on fashion, okay, could be going in for a degree, because there's a boot here, a white fashionable boot that was sort of manifesting, okay, high-heeled boot. And I felt it was, the boots were important for the interview. There's somebody either around you, okay, it could be a daughter, it could be a niece, a relative, whatever, if it's not yourself, who they're saying if she turns up in these, she's got these fabulous, it's like, they're like a white, but not like a stark white, they're like this, like, it's like a lighty blush, whitey pink, like a very, it's like white but not, but very pale pink, and they're sort of quite high, okay, but classy, not cheap looking. And Spirit are saying there's somebody in Spirit around this girl who's saying if she wears the boots, okay, she'll get the placement. I feel like it's an interview that she's got to go to, okay, and the spirit person who's coming in around this message is a female, and I feel a grandmother link, and she would have made clothes. And I've got the initial of A. Now she's giving me A. I don't know whether that's the start of her name or whether it's A for the person who's here on the earth plane. Okay, so take that as you will for whoever that may resonate with. Okay. I've also got somebody in Spirit who comes through, is wearing a crash helmet here. That's the motorbike helmet, and he's just coming through to say that he passed in a motorbike accident. I feel somebody, it's as though the road narrowed, okay, and a car was overtaking and he was coming the other way, and the car that was overtaking hit him. And he's just saying it was instant, okay, because I feel I'm getting emotional now. Oh dear. His family had a hard time of accepting his loss, but he's saying he's always there around you, okay. And he's saying there was a tree planted in the garden, and I feel he's showing me his ashes were put around this tree, and that is sort of a confirmation really of whoever this resonates to. So he's showing me the tree, okay. It's quite a big tree because I'm picking up, it's like a pine, an evergreen tree in somebody's garden, or this was his resting place where his ashes were put, okay. Again, I don't hold any punches, guys. I have to deliver these messages as they are, okay, because otherwise I wouldn't be authentic. So let's have a look what else is going on. And I've got a boomerang here, look, okay, and this can be two messages. It can actually mean that some of you will be going on holiday, a fabulous holiday to Australia. It's one of these holidays that you've saved up for. It's a lifetime experience, okay. So there's a boomerang coming in here, and this is just connecting with somebody who may be travelling to Australia. And then the other thing it can relate to is somebody coming back in your life, okay? Because this points to a person, a female, sitting here. You were in a relationship with this person before and it broke because there's a split between the middle of this person, okay? I feel she was the one who called it all off. She couldn't deal with it anymore. The relationship broke down. But I feel there's a connection coming back in with this female. And I've got the initial of T. And I'm getting the name Tracy. Tracy. So I've got a Tracy coming back in. It could be on a friend link where a relationship broke down. Maybe you were friends with them and they had to move away, if it's not on a romantic. But I feel more so turning over a new leaf, because she's sitting on a leaf here. She's turned over a new leaf. She could have had addictions and habits and didn't feel like it was fair on the person she was with at the time. But I feel like they've cleaned their act up. And this could be on a prediction, as in it might not have happened of yet. Okay. So my lovely Leos, I'm just going to double check that there's nothing else in here. The only thing I can see at the very bottom is somebody breaking a finger. There's a break, a fracture to do with the hand. Okay, and I feel like a finger. So you might hear news of somebody who's hurt or fractured their hand over the next 2 weeks. I feel on a time frame for that for you, okay? So my lovelies, I hope you can take something from those messages this week. Check out your moon and rising signs as well, and don't forget to check out the Tipsy Tea Leaf Oracles channel. Any support, guys, I'm trying to push, as I said, to try and help that lovely lady. So you take care, and I'll look forward to reading you next time. Take care, bye.